Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. This is Explanation where I'm going to explain everything in very simple terms, very in understandable terms. And this will include everything international affairs, current affairs, mythology, ancient history, like everything. Like it's a basic YouTube channel where you will get to know a lot of things. And if you remember the episode of Friends where Joey was like, he was kind of feeling very low because he is not able to take part in the Friends debate in that goes in their group, and then he buys that dictionary, and he only gets the word dictionary. So this is like that dictionary, and you will feel very confident while while in any group discussion. So let's not waste any time. And I'm going to start this with the story of Mahabharat. So every day I'm going to recite this story, and today is the first episode, and I will, I will cover it from the very start and how it end and how that story, meet its climax and how Mahabharat, that is the biggest battle, happened. So let's start, and today is the first episode. So let's start. Okay, so the story begins during the Dwapar Yug, uh, where there was a sage named Vyas, and he was the son of sage Parsara and Satyavati. Vyas was also he was dark. The complexion of his skin was very dark, and he was also born on island. That's why he's also known as. Let me tell. He is also known as, yes, Krishna Dwapayana Vedavyasa. Okay, because his complexion was dark and he was born on an island, in an island. So his name was Krishna Dwapayana Vedavyasa. So he composed this poem Mahabharat, and but he wanted someone to write it. Now he cannot write it because his thoughts was way too ahead in his mind. Like if he cannot write it, like the speed of thoughts which comes into his mind, they were very fast. So he thought that he summoned God Brahma and requested him that, you know provide him with a scriber. I hope it is known as scriber, I don't know. Yes, scribe, a person who copies out documents, especially one employed to do this before printing was invented. Okay. Yes, so he was asked for a scribe. Now, Brahma suggested that why don't you summon Lord Ganesha? He's a god and he would be very helpful to you. So, Vyasa summoned Lord Ganesha. Lord Ganesha agreed to his terms that yes, he will write this poem uh, from the Vyasa's dictation, but there is one condition. This your narration shouldn't be stopped. If it gets stopped, then I stop my pen. So that was the condition that was put forward by the Ganesha to Vyasa. Vyas also accepted this, but he also put one condition and said that I am accepting your terms, but there is also one condition from my side. You will not write a single word until you understand the meaning of it. So Ganesha accepted this, and they started, and Lord Ganesha started writing the poem Mahabharata. Now, why did Vyasa gave this term? Because sometimes when he's composing the verses, he needs some time. So what happened? He could give Ganesha some complex verses, and while Ganesha uses the time understanding those verses, he can create some more. So that is the reason why Vyasa gave this term to Ganesha, and that's how they begin the writing of the great epic Mahabharata. Okay, so let's start. Let's begin the story from how it started. So there was this ruler known as Shantanu. He was ruling the northern part of the India uh, at the capital Hastinapur. The capital of his kingdom was Hastinapur. Okay, so he was from Kuru dynasty, and one day he was taking stroll at the bank of Yamuna River when he saw this beautiful lady, woman, uh, you know, at the banks, and he got mesmerized by his beauty, by her beauty. He went to her and said to her that, "Oh, beautiful woman, I am mesmerized your beauty. What's your name?" Uh, and he directly proposed her that, "Would you be my queen?" So that lady, he didn't introduce herself and said that, uh, so Shantanu introduced himself as the king of Hastinapur and proposed her at the very bank of the river. Now the lady said that, "I am very flattered, O king, but before that I have couple of conditions that you have to follow." Now the king was so mesmerized with her beauty, the Shantanu was so mesmerized with her beauty that even before listening to the conditions, he said, "Yes, I am, I will follow everything that you will say." But the lady said that, "Oh king, please wait. First listen the condition and then make a decision." So the first condition that lady put forward was that the Shantanu, the king, will never ask about her past, from where she has come, or from where to which clan she belongs. This was the first condition, and the second condition was that he will not question any of her decisions, whichever she may take in future. So these were the two conditions that put forward by the lady in front of the Shantanu king, and Shantanu was so, he was so mesmerized by her beauties that he, without thinking, he, agreed to those terms and conditions. He bring the queen to the palace of Hastinapur, and made her, his queen in a grand wedding ceremony. Now, when she became the queen, after 1 year, she gave birth to a son. Now, after listening to this news, Shantanu, like, he was very happy, of course. Who doesn't get happy with a, like, he became father? So he was very happy, and when he went to the chamber to, to congratulate Queen, or to ask her about her condition, he saw something weird. What he saw, that Queen took the baby, wrapped that son around, in a shawl, and went to that same exact place where they met, and Shantanu followed her. And what he saw, what was horrific, he saw that the queen, the mother of the child, drowned that baby into the river. Now this scene was horrific for Shantanu, for King Shantanu. Why? Because that child was the son, the first born son of the King Shantanu, probably the heir of the kingdom Hastinapur. But in front of his eyes, that child got drowned. He was about to ask the question, but then he remembered his, the agreement that he was within with the queen, that he cannot ask about any decision that the queens make. After 1 year, when this incident, uh, after this incident, after 1 year, when second son was born, again King Shantanu was very happy. Again, the lady did the same thing. He wrapped that baby around a shawl, went to the same spot, and drowned the baby. Again, Shantanu couldn't ask the question. And in the same way, one after another baby, she drowned seven Shantanu's children. When The eighth son was born, and again she was about to drown him. Shantanu questioned her. And the lady said that, "O king, what have you done? You have broken the vow, and now I have to leave you." So Shantanu asked, "But why are you doing this? Like, you have drowned my our seven children, and now you're doing the same with the eighth one. What was the reason?" So that lady said that, "Since you have broken your vows, and now I have to go, but before I will go, I will give you the answer of your every question. So I am God. I am Ganga. My name is Ganga. I am the goddess river, and these eight sons, including this one, were the Vasus of heaven. Now, these Vasus, they are cursed by sage Vasisht. So what happened? They went uh, to his ashram, and their wife insisted them to, steal one cow, Nandini cow, from sage Vasisht. When sage Vasisht find out, he became very angry, and he gave curse to all the eight Vasus that you will, in your next life, you will born as a human and will suffer the long suffering of humans. So this made all the Vasus very worried, and they, you know, prayed in front of Vasisht that it was their fault, and uh, like they apologized for their behavior. But Sage Vasisht said that he cannot take his curse back. But your life as human will be very short-lived. But there was this eighth Vasu. His name was Prabhasa. What he did not ask for mercy, and that is why the seven Vasus got this mercy that their life in the earth would be short lived. But the eighth Vasu, that is Prabhasa, he would live a very long life on earth, and he would suffer all the suffering that a human body or human faces on the earth. And this is the eighth Vasu, and now he will have to suffer the consequences. So King Shantanu was shocked about all this incident, what happened to him right now. Now King Shantanu asked her to stay, and also you know, um, asked her not to, take away his son or their son. But she said that, no, I have to leave. You have broken the vows, and I'm taking this eighth son with me. I will train them. No, he will be trained with warfare, with the best teachers in the heaven, and then he will be back to you. And the Ganga took King Shantanu's eighth son, Prabhasa, with her. Now, after this, the King Shantanu became very lonely. Like, he became very depressed. But and every day he went to the same spot. So in a faint hope to get his son back. But days passed, weeks passed, months passed, even year passed. He didn't saw any sign of his son. One day when he was taking a stroll at the Yamuna bank, he saw one beautiful, handsome boy playing at the river bank of the river. And King Shantanu felt a weird connection with that boy, and he felt attracted towards him. He went to him and inquired about him. And as he was about to ask the question, what is your name? The goddess Ganga appeared, and of course, Shantanu felt very joyful that he could now see his wife. And there was, something in his mind that was telling that the son is his eighth son. That boy who was playing is his eighth son. Now, when Ganga came, when Ganga goddess appeared, he informed King Shantanu that yes, he is his eighth son, and his name is Devavrat, and he has been trained in warfare, and he is destined to become the king of the Hastinapur Empire. Now Shantanu became very happy. He embraced him, he hugged him, and he went to the Hastinapur. And since and in few days, Devvrat became the most popular prince of Hastinapur. And why not? He was gentle, he was kind, he was courageous, he had strength, he had intellect, like every quality a king should have. So automatically he becomes the heir to the throne of Hastinapur. One day when uh, you know uh, Devvrat was riding on his chariot, he saw that King's Shalya army was coming to invade Hastinapur. He alone fought with that 18-year-old boy alone fought with the King Shalya's army, held the King Shalya captive, and brought him to Hastinapur. After seeing this, King Shantanu became so happy that on that day, he declared that Devvrat would be the next king of Hastinapur, and everybody was, very happy that yes, the prince that they loved so much will be their next king, and they were very happy about this. So everything was going good in Hastinapur, like for King Shantanu, his son is back and his kingdom is secured. But there is some sense of loneliness because now he's alone. There is no one with whom he can share his feeling. One day again, he you know, uh, was taking a stroll at the bank of river when he smell a intoxicating fragrance, like a beautiful fragrance, and he followed that fragrance and saw that this fragrance is coming from a lady sitting in a boat. He went to her and again, he was mesmerized with her beauty, with her smell, and said that, "Oh, lady, I'm flabbergasted uh, by seeing your beauty, and I want to marry you. I want to make you the queen of Hastinapur." Sorry. And what is your name? So the lady said that I am Satyavati. I am the daughter of King Dashraj of the fisherman community, and I am very flattered by your proposal. But I alone cannot make decision. You have to ask my father about this. So of course he was the king, uh, King Shantanu, the king of the Hastinapur, and who can refuse him? So he went to the fisherman community and met King Dashraj and said that, "O king, O lord, I am mesmerized by the beauty of your daughter, and uh, I want to make her my queen." King Dashraj told that we are uh, very flattered by your decision with your proposal, but I have few conditions. Now, this is the exact same thing happening to King Shantanu that was happened, you know, many years back with Ganga goddess. So this time he was very cautious about these conditions. So when he asked about the condition, he said that the King Dasharatha said that you have already decided the heir to the throne of Hastinapur, that is Devavrat. No doubt he is the great king. He will become a great king. But when my grandson, that is the son of your and Satyavati, would come, then of course they will be overshadowed by the Devavrat, and they will be having no role in the administration of Hastinapur. So I want that you make my grandson, your son with Satyavati, the heir to the Hastinapur throne. Now King Shantanu was shocked, and he said that I've already declared that Devvrat would become the king of Hastinapur, and I cannot change my decision. So the king Dashrath says that then King Shantanu, I have to refuse your proposal, and I cannot hand my daughter to you. Now King Shantanu came back again. He was very depressed. No, the woman he loved at the first sight, he's not marrying to him just because of this condition. So he started, you know, uh, like there was change in his mood, of course, and everyone could feel it, as Devraj also. So he tried to inquire about what happened to him, but didn't get the satisfactory answer. But when he asked his charioteer, that what happened. Then Charioteer explained him that that incident with the King Dashraj, and how he refused to her hand over his daughter to King Shantanu. The Devrat straight went to the King Dashraj and uh, asked him what was the reason why you are not giving the hand of your daughter to my father. Now King Dashraj said that I've already explained the condition to your father, and the thing is that you have already been chosen as the heir to the Hastinapur throne, and I cannot, you know, and the grandson, and I cannot, and of course you, one day you will overshadow my grandson. So Devrat said, that's it. That's all you want. I take a vow that I will not take the throne of Hastinapur. He declared that, and everybody was shocked. What happened? The Devrat, the future king, has decided not to take over the throne. But King Dashrath says that that is so, uh, you know, that's a big heart from you. But what happened if your son, if your future children will decide to take over the throne from my grandson? Again, there was this problem. So again, Devrat, in front of whom his father's happiness was everything, he again made a vow that he will not get married all his life, and he take the vow to remain celibate throughout his life. Everyone was shocked, and the god started to shower the petals. And because of this profound vow, this Bhishma vow, he was named as Bhishma. Because this vow was so strong that to remain celibate for the rest of his life, to not get married, and even to to refuse the throne, which was his uh, uh, which was his birthright, just because for his father wishes, like he made a big sacrifice. Devrat made a big sacrifice, and he was named as Vishnu. Dashraj gave her daughter to him, and he took Satyavati along with him to Hastinapur. When King Shantanu saw her, Satyavati, he became again very happy. Again, there was this grand ceremony. Satyavati became the queen of Hastinapur with King Shantanu as the king. Now, when came to know about this vow that his son Devrat has taken, he got devastated. Like he was destroyed. How my son uh, has sacrificed everything for my happiness. So first he was very depressed, but Devrat consoled him and said that in front of your happiness, everything for me is nothing. Like I can sacrifice anything to see you happy. And to see this type of love for his father, King Shantanu also gave Devvrat a boon, and that boon is that no one can kill you until you wish to be killed. Like nobody can kill him except himself. So this was like a sort of immortality view. Like he became Amar, nobody can kill him, and if he wants to kill him, the Devrat can only be killed by him. So this was the first part of Mahabharat. I know I haven't uh, you know dictated it well, but that is the reason why I'm doing this. I want to improve my communication skills, my diction speech. So this was the first part, and in this part, we learned about how Shantanu met Ganga, who was the eight Vasus, why Ganga drowned, why goddess Ganga drowned eight sons of King Shantanu and seven sons of King Shantanu, and why she was about to drown the eighth one, how the Devvrat born, and how he get the name Bhishma, which of course in future will convert into Bhishma Pitama, the one of the greatest character of this Mahabharata epic, and how Satyavati became the queen of Shantanu, and from this pair, the next generation will come, and this will lead to the battle of Mahabharata. So this was the first episode. Thank you so much for watching. Tomorrow I'm going to upload the second episode where there is, you know, the story will move forward. Thank you so much. Have peace.